Gonna get a little Christmassy. Good morning, YouTube. So, I was talking to my fiance yesterday. She watched yesterday's video, and she told me, Sean, you need to update your followers. Like, that's something very simple that you need to do. You need to let people know what's happening in your life. It's a great idea. I don't know why I never thought of it. So today, here are 3 basic things that have changed in my life that you need to know about. First thing you need to know, I no longer live in a small town city anymore. I recently moved to Phoenix in the last 4 months, 5 months. So I now live in an actual city. And now, don't get me wrong, I loved growing up where I grew up. It taught me a lot of things. It let me see a part of the Arizona area that I don't think a lot of people see. Of like a small town in the desert where it's really hot, yes, but it's a small town. And I don't think that a lot of people experience that. I think a lot of people are like born into the city and they're used to very city things. So now that I'm in the city, I can appreciate where I came from a lot more. But with that being said, I love living in the city. There's so much more convenient things that you can do, like ride the city bus, Uber, Lyft, everywhere. I love it. So number 2, piggybacking off of number 1, since I grew up in a small town, I never, ever had to make new friends. Ever. That was not something that I ever had to do. So with me moving to the city, it's very difficult, or I'm finding it to be very difficult, to make new friends. I know that that's something that sounds kind of dumb maybe, or simple, but for me it's really hard. The friends that I had and the people that I've known since I was in like 3rd or 4th grade, when they moved into town. I never had to make new people. I was never the new person. I was the new person at work, but I knew people at work because I worked in the town that I was raised in. But I was never a new person like at a church or going shopping or none of that. Like everywhere I went, I always knew people. Fact number 3, living with your significant other. This is something that I've never done before. This is the first time that, to be honest, I've actually lived with girls before. I grew up in a house where I had a sister, but she moved out when I was 8. And it's kind of just been me, my brother, my mom, and my dad my entire life. So I'm not used to living with girls, females, women, anyone of the opposite sex, really, ever. That's really new, and it's kind of scary. And sometimes it can be frustrating because I do things differently than they do. All of that led up to here. Things have changed in my life. Things are going to continue to change. Things are going to change for the better, and sometimes things will get bad. But at the end of the day, change is important. I want you guys to think about what's changing in your life, what needs to change in your life. Because I didn't realize it at the time, but I needed the change of leaving where I was living, of like leaving the town that I always grew up in. Sometimes it's important to leave, to realize, man, like where I was raised, yeah, it's different than where I'm at now, but it's still home. It taught me a lot of things. And so I'm saying all of this just to say change is important. Think about what's changing. Think about where you're from, what's going to change, like I said, what needs to change, and make it happen. It's okay. Change can be scary, but change is needed. Change is very important. So I'm going to end today's vlog here. I hope you guys liked it. I'm going to continue to do more stuff like this, try to work on the story arc of my vlogs, because I do have things that I want to say. Sometimes I don't know how to say them. And like I said yesterday, the vlogs will get more exciting. There are more things happening. There are more things going to come up. Who knows what's going to happen, but I'm excited for the change. I'm excited for the future. I'm excited to see what's going to happen. I hope you guys are too. Stick around and subscribe if you like it. And leave a comment on what you would like to hear me talk about. If there are things that you would like me to discuss, let me know. I'm going to have some videos coming up that are going to be very important to me about a certain topic. There's going to be many of them, and I have a lot of ideas, so I'm hoping I can get a few of them to work within the process of this film, of these series of movies, of these series of vlogs, whatever you want to call them. So stay tuned for that. I'll make an announcement video when they're starting to come up. But like I said, stick around. Follow me on social media. The links are in below. And as always, stay golden.